Today, I'm going to walk you through exactly how you buy your first ETF on Interactive Brokers. And in fact, I'm going to do it twice with my own money, around $3,000 in total, once on the web and once on the mobile app. So you can see how the platform actually works from both angles and decide which one is best for you. And make sure to stick around until the end as well, because I'll share a couple of things most people miss along the way, including a currency conversion rule that can save you a few $100s a year if you're investing from outside the US. But first off, why am I actually using Interactive Brokers for my ETFs in the first place? Well, for me, my ETFs are my long-term buy and hold convictions. I'm not trading them, I'm dollar cost averaging into them every single month, year after year, which also means the broker that I hold them with has to be one I genuinely believe in, will still be here in 10, 20, 30 years from now. And that's where IBKR stands out. In fact, they are a publicly listed company on the Nasdaq stock exchange. The ticker symbol is IBKR, so people use the term Interactive Brokers or IBKR interchangeably. They're also part of the S&P 500, which they joined in August 2025. So we're really talking about one of the 500 largest companies in America. They give you access to over 150 global markets from a single account, and they also support fractional shares on more than 22,000 stocks and ETFs, so you can buy any dollar amount you would like. Now, full disclosure, I do use other brokers for other things as well. For trading stocks where I'm in and out of positions more often, brokers with zero commissions can make sense here. But sometimes that can also be a trap, because zero commission does not mean the cheapest. The total cost of trade is commission plus the spread. And some free brokers out there actually make their money through a wider spread. And on long-term positions, you'll actually end up paying more on spreads than you ever save with commissions. With IBKR's tiny commission and tight spreads, the all-in cost is usually one of the lowest I found. Now, before we go any further, IBKR has actually 6 different ways to access your account. On mobile, you've got Global Trader, IBKR Mobile, and Impact, the sustainable investing app. On desktop, you have got the client portal in your browser, IBKR Desktop, and Trader Workstation. They all log in with the same account, so your holdings are synced across every single one. That same login also covers any sub-account you have. Mine, for example, has my son's portfolio under it, which also is a long-term buy and hold, and I can see everything in one place. Pretty handy and easy. But for most people, especially if you're just starting out, you really only need one way to access it on mobile and one on desktop. I personally use and recommend Global Trader on mobile, very easy to use, and client portal on the web. And that's exactly what we're going to focus on today. But if you do prefer any of the other ways, know that any of them use the same login, so you can try all of them out totally free of charge. Right, but before you place any trade, there's one important setting you need to change, and that's one most people miss. So let me show you where you find this. Here we are inside my Interactive Brokers account. I'll come back to this in a moment when I show you how to buy the ETF, but I want to show you where those settings are first, because that's very important, because a lot of people that write me say, I can't buy a fractional share, it doesn't let me to. That's exactly the problem. So what you want to do is go over here to settings. That's a little icon over here at the top right. Click on it, and from here go ahead, click on settings. And those settings can be a little bit overwhelming at first, but don't worry about it. Just scroll down and here you'll find trading permissions. Click on that, and here you can set up and customize your account how you wish. Now again, for most people watching, probably most of the things you can leave switched off. I don't have them enabled. 2 things I have enabled is currency and Forex, but even that you may not necessarily need, but you definitely want to enable stocks, right? Because that's how you also buy your ETF. So click on edit over here, and here you basically tell IBKR all the markets where you want to be trading at. In case you want to buy ETFs, for example, in Australia, well, then you should be selecting the Australian stock market. Otherwise, you will not be able to trade them, not even maybe find those stocks. You might find them, but you may not be able to buy them because you don't have the permissions. And permission sounds like you have to pass a test or anything. That's not at all what it means. All you have to do is click it. That will already enable it. But a lot of people don't click it in the first place. So make sure those stock markets that you want to trade are actually enabled. I have pretty much most of them enabled just in case, not planning to trade them, but you never know, just have it enabled by default. And one thing very important that I don't think is enabled by default, and that's over here on all global, and click global trade in fractions. If that's not enabled, you will not be able to buy fractional shares. Meaning, if you want to buy an ETF that costs maybe $1,000 and you only have $500, well, technically, if that's not enabled, you could not buy it because you don't have enough money or funds for one share. But if that's enabled, well, you could buy $10 worth of that ETF. So that's very important to have that enabled. And once you're happy with the selection, just go ahead, click on continue, and it will update usually instantly. In worst case, it might take up to 1 day, and next day those permissions will be set and you can trade accordingly. All right, now let me show you live and in real time how I'm actually doing my own ETF buys on Interactive Brokers. Now, quick note before I do that, I'm not going to have a deep dive on which ETF to pick. That's a separate conversation and one I've already covered in past videos. You will find them on my channel. In fact, I actually got a video coming up soon specifically on why I picked the one that I have and will buy today. For now, I want to focus on the mechanics and how to actually place the trade once you made up your own choice. If you want a great resource on finding ETFs, then I can really recommend justetf.com. Great resource. You find different ETFs, you can compare them and get good insights. And once you made your decision, you can come back to the video and see how you buy them. With this, let's jump back into my portfolio and I'll show you how simple it is to buy an ETF on Interactive Brokers. Now, obviously, if you don't have an ETF, all you would do is go over here and search the ticker symbol. And that you will find, for example, on Just ETF, because a ticker symbol can be listed on many different markets and different currencies. So it's important that you find the right one. I'm not going into detail which one to buy. That's your personal choice. But once you found it, all you have to do is type it in here. In my case, I'm going to be buying more of my Nasdaq 100 ETF of choice, which is called XNAS, the X tracker, basically mimicking the Nasdaq 100, and I buy it in London. Now, this can be a little bit confusing for some of you. You see many times the same ticker symbol over here, but then you have different abbreviations, right? If you don't know what they stand for, I'll leave a link in the description down below so you can look them up. IBIS 2, which stock market is it? Well, it's actually Frankfurt, I believe. Then we have LSEETF, that's in London, and so forth. You will also see that on Just ETF usually, but yeah, after a while you get used to it. And again, once you bought your first ETF and you want to buy more of it, you don't even have to look it up because you can just go into your portfolio and buy more of it. But in my case, I know already what I want to buy is XNAS over here, the one on London. So I would just click on this over here and it would pull it up for me so I can get some insights into it. Or even easier, as I said, if you already have it, go into your portfolio. You see here my holdings. I only have 2 ETFs, S&P 500 ETF and my newest edition, which is the Nasdaq 100 ETF, already nicely in the plus. That's great to see. And I want to buy more of it because right now my split between the two is definitely leaning towards S&P and I want to build up my Nasdaq 100 holding. So I go into here again, either you search it or you pull it up. From here, you also have fundamentals where you can do further research and so forth. Again, I've done various tutorials on Interactive Brokers, which you can check out afterwards. All the great insights you get over here, all for free, just by using the platform. Absolutely love it. But I already did my homework. I want to buy more of it. And all I have to do from here is click on buy. And then I can see how much cash I have available, the money over here. I want to deploy all of it. But now for this video, I want to split it half and half because I want to buy the second one on mobile so you can see how that looks. Account, again, I have my own account, but I could also buy it from my son's account. I would just select the drop down and I could buy it into his portfolio as well. But I want to buy it for myself in this case. And then you can select over here, buy, sell or close. But as I said, I want to buy, not sell right now. I'm an ETF collector and I want to accumulate more and more over time. And here's the big difference, right? I could buy either a full share, which costs right now around $67, or that's why we enabled previously fractional shares, which I actually prefer because then I can say a dollar amount, right? So select USD. And here, instead of buying 67 for one share, I will say I want to buy $1,500 worth, which gives me around 22 shares, right? So for me, it's much easier to do than the math. We have to multiply share price times the amount of the share. So way, way easier. And I definitely recommend it for most people. Order type, again, you can change it if you wanted to, but I just want to get the market buy done, which basically buys the ETF right now on the London Stock Exchange, which is still open in another 45 minutes. So I want to buy it before they close, but you could change the order type over here. But again, for most people, if you're a long-term investor, a market buy is the way to go. Right, and from here you could either go buy it right away, but I usually prefer clicking on preview order so I can see how much it will be costing me and what I'm buying exactly. So just kind of a reconfirmation before you go ahead. Again, you see over here the amount. There is a commission, right? It's not completely commission free as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, but honestly, as a total percentage of the amount I'm buying is really reasonable. Plus the spread, the difference between the buy and ask price is really tight. Some other brokers, you may not have that commission. You think, oh, that's much cheaper, but then actually you'll be buying it at a worse price than its actual market price, right? And that's how they kind of hide their commission in the purchase price. So very important. Not many people talk about this and you only look at the commission, but it's the total cost. And for that, actually, I found Interactive Brokers to be really one of the very best places to make your buys. And I'm happy with this. I want to go ahead and say, yes, click on submit buy order. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer. In case you want to see it, you can also go over here on trade. You see this dot over here, which wasn't there before. Click on this, see orders and trades, click on it. So sometimes it might take a moment until it actually gets filled. But once it's filled, it will go into your portfolio and be added to your overall holdings. But I also promised to show you how it's done on the mobile phone. I actually find it more user-friendly because it's not so overwhelming. If you don't need all the bells and whistles and feature of the web interface, then the app is your best friend. And here I would really recommend the Global Trader app. As I said, there's also the IBKR app as well as the Impact app, but I found this the easiest and sleekest to use. Once again, you can use the same login details you would use for any of your Interactive Brokers accounts. So here we are inside the same account, but let's do the same again from the phone. So all I would do in my case is I would go to portfolio right away and click into the ETF I want to buy more of and then go on buy. Or of course, if you don't have the ETF yet, you can do just the same by go on trade over here and then search for the symbol. In my case, once again, it will be XNAS. So pull that up over here. And I find it even a bit, you can see nicer. You can see the logos over here, which you don't have on the desktop, right? So if you're looking, for example, for Google, it just looks a bit cleaner because you can see the logo, which you don't have on the desktop, which I don't get why they don't have it, but it is what it is. That's why I recommend for most people the Global Trader app. So again, I want to go with XNAS ETF over here on London. If I click on the flag over here, it will also pull up some more details. So yeah, I'm happy to go ahead with this. Click on buy. Once again, if you have more than one account, select the one you want to buy at, market order, yes. And instead of shares, I want to buy in dollar amount. So click on this little arrows over here. It will flip it around and then I can select the amount. Let's go ahead with the same amount. The balance that I have left, around 22 shares. So same amount as before. Click on preview. Once again, same level of commission that I previously had, and I'm happy with this. So let's click on submit buy order. Order has been submitted. So hopefully that should go through in a second. Click on done. So now if I click on view trades, well, there you have it. You can see I bought both of those amounts on the desktop and on the mobile. They have been added accordingly. You can go in here to get some more details. But yeah, that has been executed and added now to my portfolio. And boom, you see right away my dollar amount now reduced basically, and those went into my shares, which have now been added. So that's literally as simple as it is. And that's why I really enjoy Interactive Brokers. Now, having said that, the web interface can be a little bit intimidating at first if you're just getting started. So I would really, once again, recommend Global Trader for that, because here it's really very user-friendly. Right, one last thing before I let you go, currency conversion, which is actually really important. This is the sneakiest cost in international investing, and most people don't think about it until they realize they've been paying a hidden fee on every trade. Now, me personally, I fund my account in US dollars. So this one doesn't really apply to my own buys. But for most of you watching from the UK, Europe, or anywhere else in the world, that rule is very much important. Below $6,670 worth of conversion in one go, IBKR auto-convert is the way to go. They charge 0.03% and no minimum. And on small amounts, that's the cheapest way you will find anywhere. Honestly, even Revolut, Train212, nobody compares to that little fee of 0.03%. Incredible. Above $6,607, do manual conversion first inside of your account. Now that does have a $2 minimum fee, but that in percentage is basically nothing, especially on larger amounts. As you can see over here, the numbers do speak for themselves. So definitely, depending on your trading volume in a month, you will find whatever works best for you. But I thought it would be important to highlight that, because that's also how you save money over time, especially if you invest in different currencies than your home native currency. And for that, once again, Interactive Brokers is really one of the top choices. That's why I mean the total cost of buying an asset matters than just looking at purely the commissions. If you want to open the same account I'm using to build a portfolio I plan to hold for the next 30 years or more, the link is in the description below, or scan the QR code on screen. Totally free to open, no minimum deposits, web or mobile, absolutely your call. Next up, check out this video over here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, helps out a lot. And as always, stay healthy, get wealthy, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.